Hello. It's Helen and Harley. Yes, it's us. And Harley's in a very excitable mood. Say hello, Harley. Say hello. So today I am here to talk to you about effective storytelling on social media. This is a continuation of something I spoke about last week with, the one thing that you should do to increase friends, followers, and sales on social media, and that is telling stories. So today, I told you last week that I was going to continue the conversation today. What are you doing, Harley? Continue the conversation today about how to structure an effective story. So that's what we're talking about today. Hey. So, hey guys. Hey Crystal. Hey Rob. Hey Emmy, how are you? Thank you for saying hello, and thank you for saying hello to Harley. Good morning, Mary. Yes, you've caught me live. I'm actually 2 hours earlier than I normally go live, so it'll be interesting to see how many sort of pop on. Hello, Isabel. Awesome to see you on live. I haven't spoken to you for ages. And the reason for that is I am on a webinar in an hour. I am mentoring students, very high level students with their online social media marketing and their Facebook ads, and giving them sort of structure and help and critique and feedback regarding their ads. So because I have to jump on that webinar, I'm doing my Facebook Live. Oh my gosh, there's an alert. We better get rid of that. And Harley's literally going to jump over my shoulder. Rob, it's 12 a.m. Oh, that must be much nicer for you than 2 a.m., Rob. So you can go to sleep peacefully. Harley, what are you doing, mate? Are you going to stay there? Hey, Tina, how are you? I'm not sure what's going on with your little mate. I know how much you love Harley. He's just decided to crawl on my shoulder, and don't go over the top, sweetie. That would hurt because I'll drop you over the back. Hey, Jamie. First time live. Well, welcome, Jamie. It's awesome. We love new people to our lives, don't we, Harley? This is Harley. The reason why Harley's on my live, Jamie, is he's still a puppy. When I first had him on live, he was tiny. He would just sort of sat on my shoulder. But now he's got to the stage where he chews everything. So I do not trust him on the floor. So I often have him with me just to make sure he doesn't chew any cords or anything like that. But there's going to come a time soon, mate, because you're getting too restless for me and too naughty that we might not be able to have him on the lives anymore, but we'll see how we go. Hey Arlene, lovely to see you on live as well. It's great to see you all. So if you are here with me live, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. If you are on the replay, just put the word replay down below so I can connect with you later. If it's the first time you've been live with me, put the number 1 down below so I can give you a special shout out. We've already done that for Jamie. Special shout out to Jamie for the first live. So predominantly what I do is I help home-based business owners, entrepreneurs, network marketers bring their business online. So I teach things like social media strategies, social media branding, how do you find leads online, how do you increase your engagement online, video marketing, those kind of things. And once a week I jump on and talk about, a mindset and a personal development topic, because it really is about 80 to 90% of the success of your business. So I did that. Did I do that yesterday? I did that yesterday. I talked about mindset and personal development yesterday. So the rest of the week is about business, and I'm here to, so Tina, what time is it here? It is 8:30 a.m. here on Wednesday morning. So for a lot of you, it still might be Tuesday night overseas. And that's why I do my lives at this time here in Australia, because it's convenient for a lot of people at night time overseas, because that's where majority of my audience is. Yeah, Mary, I think you're right. He's teething, he's chewing my fingers, he's all over the place. We'll see how we go here. But today's Facebook Live is really what we're here for. And I am continuing the discussion from last week. So last week I had a topic in what's the one thing that you should do to really increase maybe friends on a personal page, followers on a business page, and, sales. So, got Georgia on my mind. Hello from the state of Georgia. Hello, Tina from Georgia. And thank you for welcoming Jamie to the live, Rob. That's lovely of you to do so. And it's Leslie too. Hello, Leslie. Leslie said, hello, Harley. Can only watch for a few minutes. We're on our way to archery. Awesome. You can always catch the replay, Leslie. No problem at all. Good to see you quickly, though, on the live. So today I want to continue the discussion about about telling stories in that how do you actually structure it? And this is what I said last week, that I jump back on this week and give you a little bit of structure as to how to craft a really good story, because stories are really powerful. Whether you're on a personal Facebook page, you might be telling a personal story. So it's the ability for you to, in written form or going live, to actually share something quite personal, but a really powerful story. So it is a strategy that can go across the board from a personal Facebook page, to a business page. We still want to be very careful if you're on a personal Facebook page. What are you looking at? So on a personal Facebook page, please remember, you're not mentioning, if your story is about a product from your business, then you just still don't want to mention the name of the actual product or the name of the company. We know why, don't we? A lot of you that are on live is because people then think they know the answer. There's no curiosity, there's no intrigue. If they don't know the name of the company, they'll just go and Google it. And when they go and Google it, it says, oh, that's a network marketing product, and all network marketing products, from a network marketing company, then they're all pyramid schemes. You don't want people to go and self-discover the information that you have. You want to talk about the benefits of the product, not the product itself. So let me give you an example of that. Hey, buddy, he's restless today, isn't he? So something like you've got a weight loss product. You don't want to talk about the weight loss product. People could care less about the product, what's in it, all that kind of stuff. What they care about is what the weight loss product gives them. So people go on a weight loss product because they actually want to lose weight. So you need to talk about the benefits of what your product provides, not the actual sort of product itself. Oops, quick alert. Let's get rid of that. So Harley, mate, can you just relax for a sec? You're making this really difficult. They want to see you, but they don't want to see you jump around like a little mad doggy, okay? So also things like, what else can we talk about? Skincare. It's not actually what the skincare actually is. It's what the skincare does. Does it smooth out your complexion, which then when you do that, it makes you feel more confident because you feel prettier, or, whatever it is that your products do. So you don't want to describe the actual product itself and its ingredients and all that kind of stuff. People actually really don't care. What they care about is what the product brings them, the benefit of that. So that's a big part of how you tell an effective story, particularly on a personal page. So please don't show a product, mention a product name, or mention the company name for the reasons that I've just mentioned there. So I want to give you 5 sort of quick tips as to how you craft a meaningful story, on social media. Now, last week I shared with you sort of 3 strategies as to why storytelling, is so effective and how you need to sort of structure it and think about it. So those 3 things were, number 1, you need how to tell your story. And that's what I promised that I'd come back and talk to you about today, which I'm going to do, and I'm going to give you 5 tips to do that. The second one was that people actually connect with your mess. So telling stories, telling people where you've been, what you've been through, and, the outcome of it, and where you've sort of, had a benefit from something, then, people actually connect with your mess better than they connect with your, successes, which leads me to the third one I mentioned last week, is that don't brag without a story behind it. People don't really, unfortunately, people get very jealous of people and their successes and their wins, or if somebody looks really good, people just get really jealous of that kind of stuff. So if you're bragging in any way of where you've got to and how good you look because of the products or the money that you're making in your business, you've got to tell a story behind it. Otherwise, people just don't care and they'll switch off. So people don't like people that brag. But you've got every right to brag if you've got a really powerful story behind it. So that's why storytelling is really effective. Am I making sense so far? If I'm making sense so far, put the number 2 down below and let me know that you're following me. Send me some likes and loves. Send Harley some likes and loves. Mary, oh my God, my story would be a super long mess. But you know what? People love mess. People love, within reason. But, and I mentioned this last week. Why do people love reality TV so much? Is because it's usually one big hot mess. Because, and I can't believe the amount of reality TV shows that are, dating, or they're all living in the same house, or they're on an island, or, whatever. And people love it because people argue, people are awkward, but people are real. And they're genuine and they're authentically, them. And they forget that the cameras are on them half the time, I think, because of the way they act and what they say. But people love it. So people love real. Remember that. And that's why storytelling is so effective, is because people love real. Annabella, you always deliver so much value. Oh, thank you, Anna. I hope I pronounced that right, Annabella. It's awesome. Thank you for your lovely comment. So let's get on to the 5, effective storytelling, strategies. So the first one is, who are you? So you need to remind people of sort of who you are. And what I mean by that is just the real you. Not the you that gets up and makes out that everything's perfect and now you've lost a lot of weight, or now you look beautiful, or, now you've earned lots of money, or now you're traveling around the world, or, whatever it is. Be the real sort of you, flaws and all. People actually, resonate with people that are relatable. Now, most people don't lead a perfect life. Shock horror. Most people don't lead a perfect life. So if we get up and tell a story of how wonderful things are, oh, Harley, you basically just sneezed on me and threw your sort of spit or snot or something, sorry guys, all over my face. Little shocker. It's all right. Relax. Now I've revved him up again. So people relate to, you being real. And if you were a mess, before you were on the product or before you got into the business or whatever it is, tell that story. Who are you? Are you a mum? Have you got kids? Is your life chaos? If it is, say so. Have you got kids running around all the time and you find it really hard to run your business because you're juggling this, you're juggling that, you're juggling being a mum, a dad, a wife, a husband, a father, a mother, you're running your kids around to sports, you're trying to run a business, you're holding down a job as well, you're doing 3 jobs, whatever it is. Who are you? And if you're, that busy and got so much going on, tell people that. So you need people to relate to you and the fact that you are authentic and you're not perfect. If you come across on your story that, everything's perfect now, people won't relate to you because no one's life is perfect. Does that make sense? Put the number 3 down below if that makes sense. That, in reality, no one's life is perfect. So you want people to connect with you. And as I said in last week's video, people will connect to you more when you actually talk about more of your mess and more of your chaos and what's going on. And maybe you're going through a tough time at the moment. So talk about that, because everybody goes through tough times. We don't sail through life just cruising along and everything's perfect and we've got beautiful music in the background and you're making lots of money and your relationships are perfect, and that's not life. Life is mainly a bit of chaos, maybe a bit of a hot mess, who knows. So number 1 is, who are you? And if that's a mum or a tradie or what do you do, who are you, what's going on in your world? I hope that makes sense. Hey Miriam, how are you? Lovely to see you on live. Number two in your story is build the bridge. So what I mean by build the bridge is that you've got a before, you've got an after, but how did you get there? Build the bridge in your story. Let people know what happened. Take them on a journey with you about the bridge. So you started here, you ended there, but what was it that actually happened in the middle? What was the bridge that you climbed over that got you to the after? So you really want to talk about your experience, what it is that actually helped you, without naming. Now, if you're going product based with this, you don't want to mention the name of the product or the name of the company, but something, whatever it was, that actually helped you. So you want to you let people connect with you in that way with your story and tap into emotions. Stories are, something that people feel. and can connect to. So a really good story should have emotion behind it. And, and that journey that you went on to get from before to after. So that's what we call building the bridge. You really sort of, take people on the emotion of where you were and where you got to, but how did you get there? Okay. Mary, how much do you tell? I don't want people to know every little thing about me. My life is a mess and my business is a flop, but I don't want everyone to know that. Look, you do need to be guarded with certain things, Mary, and you want to be vulnerable and authentic. But if there's things that are very personal to you that, and maybe you've had really dark times and, Mary, I know you've had illness and stuff like that, in the past. Only share what you feel comfortable sharing, but also bringing in the authenticity of who you are and that no, your life hasn't been perfect. So you don't want to go into too much detail because it's something that I'll mention in a moment in another step. Harley needs to meet Miko. Yeah, probably. Just on opposite sides of the world, Tina. Rob, don't be a robot. Absolutely. People connect with people. Even on social media, and this is where I see a lot of people go wrong on social media, is they stop being themselves. They're so scared of Facebook Live that, when they do it, they're sort of, hi, it's Helen from helenmartinonline.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about, and so they're talking like, you still got to talk to real people on the other side of the screen. So no, you don't want to be a robot. You want to be genuine. When you are genuine and you are authentic, that's what people will, connect with. So number 2 is building the fridge. Don't build a fridge, build a bridge. Okay? So before, after, but the bridge that sort of got you there. Number 3. So a couple of things here. Don't overthink it. And also don't overdo it. So what I mean by don't overthink it, if you're overthinking what you're going to say, it's not really your genuine story. So your story is your story. If you're really overthinking how you're going to tell your story, you need to put some structure behind it. Yes, put some thought to it. But if you're really overthinking your story, then is it really genuinely your story? So you don't want to overthink it and you don't want to overdo it. So this sort of ties in with your question, Mary, is how much do you say? People love talking about themselves, and that's not the angle I'm coming from with you, Mary, but it can also drag on. So have you ever spoken to that person? Just drop the word yes down below if you've come across one of these people and it's all about them. So you don't get a word in. You ask a question, it's all about them. And somehow the conversation always ends up about them, what they're doing, how wonderful their life is, what they're up to, and they're not really concerned about what's happening with you. With our story, we don't want to pitch it that way. It's not all about you. The reason why you're sharing your story is to authentically help others, to let other people know that there is a solution, there is a remedy. So if you're going through the same thing that I'm going through, personally connect with me. I'd happy to share with you, what it is that I used, that kind of thing. So it's not really about you. It's about sharing your journey, your emotions, and, your bridge from before and after to connect with other people as to how it would help them. This is where always, always, always you are leading with value. You're not leading with your wallet. If you tell your story leading with your wallet, you've just killed your story. And you've just lost all your authenticity and genuineness, because at the end of the story, it's like, oh, she's just trying to sell me her stuff. Or he. So it's not about you. And that's why I said don't overdo it. So don't go back to, well, when I was born, blah, 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 blah. And then I did this and I felt that and this happened to me. And it's like, okay, this is the Helen Martin show. That's not what storytelling is all about. It's about you sharing something genuine from you because you want to help other people. That's the angle of your story. So number 3, don't overthink it and don't overdo it. You don't want to overthink it because then it's not genuinely your story. And don't overdo it. We're talking about yourself. This is about how you can help others. That's the whole purpose of the storytelling. Number 4 is piquing curiosity. So leave people wanting more. This is a huge part of the success of storytelling on social media. Leave people wanting to know what it is that you used. what it is that helped you, what it is you're doing, what's the business that you are in. Leave the curiosity within the story. So you're going to get far more people reaching out to you and far more engagement from your storytelling post if you, you pique that curiosity within people. So don't give all the answers in your story. Leave people hanging with what it was. What product was it? Ask people to reach out to you if they think it could help them. So it's not PM me if you would like some too. It's, just connect with me personally. If you think this might be something that can help you, I'm happy to share with you what it is that I used. Be genuine, be authentic, and pitch it that way. You're there to help people. That's why you're sharing your story. You're not sharing your story to tell people what it is, waffle on for ages about your life, and then at the end of it, go PM me if you want some. You've just you turned your story into a sale. And that's not what we want to do. The whole purpose of the story is to create curiosity and get people to reach out to you and want more. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5. Hey Sabine, how are you? Lovely to see you on live. Sabine said hello, Harley. He's all over the place today. Number 5, you've got to be authentic. So what you should think about with this one is talk to a person, even though it might be through, a written form or even better, Facebook Live, because Facebook Live, you can show emotion and people can see how genuine and authentic that you are. But you want to talk to somebody, not at somebody. And there is a big difference. So when you're talking to somebody, like you should be talking, if you're doing it through a Facebook Live, you want to be talking, picture it like you're talking to a friend on the other side of the camera. You're not talking at people. When you talk at people, then you've turned it into the sale again. You're telling people your story. You're wanting an action at the end for them to buy your stuff. So just be careful how you're using your words and how you're coming across to people, because you want to talk with people and connect with people, not talk at them, down to them, teaching them something. You're sharing your story. You're not, trying to teach somebody something. Although, telling a very valuable story can be a teachable moment. So when you can teach people something about, here I was, this is what I used, and now I'm here, that becomes something that you're teaching others. But you don't want to talk at people. You want to talk to somebody as if they're a friend on the other side of the camera, if it's through a Facebook Live. You can also do this through a written post, and just if you're doing it through a written post, people can't feel your emotion. So you need to be careful with your words, because you want to draw out the feeling of the emotion of how you actually felt and how desperate you might have been, or how bad it actually was with your health. So you need to be creative with your writing to draw out that emotion if you're not speaking it and you're writing it. Okay? Crystal, something's wrong with my internet connection. I'm sorry, Helen, I'll have to catch the replay. No worries, Crystal, all good. Mary's saying hello to us. Hey, Mary, how are you? Oh, these alerts are driving me crazy. So, is that helpful, what I've run through today with how to actually craft an effective story and those 5 steps? So real quick, step 1, who are you? Number 2, build the bridge, before, after, and the bridge, how you got there. Number 3, don't overthink it and don't overdo it. Don't talk forever about your story. Number 4, pique the curiosity. So people want more. They want to reach out with you. They want to engage with you. They comment and go, that was so powerful. Thank you for sharing. So tap into that emotion. And number 5, definitely be authentic and real and genuine. So I really hope you find that helpful. I'm sorry, the lighting's just gone really dark, so I hope you can see me okay. The last thing I just want to share with you is something I'm going to continue with the discussion tomorrow. So tomorrow I want to talk about when you should share this story. So how much do you really know about when you should post on social media? What day or days of the week? What times? What should you post when? if you're going to put all this effort into an effective story and sharing your emotion and, you know, wanting to help people with a, you know, a particular product or something like that, when is the most effective time to do this on social media? Now, there's a couple of different ways to look at this, whether you're on a personal Facebook page or even better, you know, well, a business page. We can get more detail about when is the best time to do that. So I'm going to jump on live tomorrow and share that with you to continue this discussion regarding not only how you craft an effective story, which is what we've talked about today, but when should you actually share this story on social media? So I want to delve into that a little bit more, you know, on tomorrow's live. Jamie, yes. Mary, mine is cutting out all the time. Also, Mary, yes. So hopefully that's your guys' end and not my end. It's not showing me that I'm cutting out. So hopefully I'm not. So did we find this valuable today, this information on this Facebook Live? I hope you did. If you did, put the word value down below. I'm certainly appreciative of everybody that stayed with me here on live, and I hope you join me tomorrow to sort of continue the discussion on this storytelling bit about when you should actually effectively share this on social media, like times of day, what you should post, when you should post it. So you should get value out of tomorrow's live as well. Now tomorrow I will be almost back to normal time. I'm going to be 15 minutes earlier than normal time. But what I'll do later is I'll put up on my page the reminder of when I'm going live tomorrow on this topic. So you can just go back to my page, you know, later and just have a look at the exact time, because when I put those reminders up, it actually converts it to your time zone wherever you are around the world. So that can be sort of effective. And also turn your notifications on for my page. So turn the notifications on, click see first. So when I do go live, it pops up for you. Okay, so awesome to see so many of you on live. From me and Harley, we are signing out for today. I need to get my webinar and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.